Hey, what's up guys? This is my friend captaindrs back with another weekly tech updates. And this is a part, or you can say episode 67 of WTU. We got some big news coming out from this week, and we got some crazy news which might be also blowing up your head. And we're gonna talk about those in this today's video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let's start off with the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6, and this guy has been so coming in rumor from a long time and is expected to launch soon. We want to talk about in a bit with some other Samsung products too. Anyways, talking about the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6, it is expected that this guy will be having a new performance chipset inside of it, which might be boosting ahead with its already actually performance, and a completely rollable bezel, which might be also angular with the software itself, which is kind of really nice. Talking ahead, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9, the basic guy, or you can say the S9 Plus. This both will be powering by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, and so it might be taking ahead that gaming vibes of your tablet experience to the next level, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Also, there is another device from the Samsung which is expected to launch alongside with this other two devices, Samsung Galaxy Z Fold and the Z Flip. Both the devices are expected to have a 25-watt power adapter support, 25-watt charging support, basically not a power adapter, because Samsung don't give any type of power adapters nowadays. So all the three devices are expected to launch alongside with the end of the June, which is kind of a late June as for me. So super excited, and if the three of these devices launched together, then it gonna be really nice to see. With the Samsung itself, Samsung Galaxy's upcoming flagship, or you can say the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, I believe. It is expected that this guy will be changing its name. Anyways, it is S25 Ultra, basically, you can say it like that. Anyways, this guy is expected to have a dual cell battery, and this will be having a stacked type of battery design. And as we all know, EVs, the current EV models are using this stacked type of battery system. And I can't say anything about the Samsung's battery history. So yeah, let's see how it does. And this might be having innovation and might be representative of a new type of image for the Samsung itself. Oppo Find N3, the upcoming that foldable device, is expected to launch really soon in this year only. This guy is going to be having a rebrandation of its design. Talking ahead, this guy's sketchy design has been seen around. It's not a phone itself, a sketchy design is only that. Taking a kind of this phone will be focusing more onto its productivity, on its UI user experience. So let's see how it does. The pad has got officially unveiled after, I believe, the 2 month of big they have showcase around in the OnePlus event when they launched the OnePlus 11 in India, and now it has been launched on April 28, or basically a couple of days ahead and past, basically in Europe and in India, both where this guy has been launched. Xiaomi's Fold is expected to launch again really soon. If all the brands are pushing the foldable, then why not Xiaomi? They have already into the foldable devices, but they were off from a long time, and they were also in a rumor, but it is expected that the Xiaomi mimics a fold. It's been a long time since I have spoken this word, mimics. Anyways, this guy is expected to have a IP rating ahead, and this guy will be also adopting a new type of periscope sensor, not a periscope telephoto, only periscope this time. So yeah. Poco F5 and F5 Pro, both the devices will be launching really soon, and this Poco F5 will be powering by the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 processor. 7 Plus Gen 2. Basically, also a 12GB of RAM, and May 9 is the date when this phone will be arriving. Talking about Redmi Note 12R is going to be launching really soon by the April 29th. Basically, by the time you are watching, the phone has been launched. Pixel Fold live images has been seen around, and this is kind of not a complete full-fledged phone has been seen around, but it is kind of taking a small knockoff of complete fold. It is bigger in hands as per me. It is wider. At a first glance, I thought it is the Microsoft Fold, Microsoft Surface Duo, but it's not that. So yeah, Google is trying to convey us with a new type of stuff. Anyways, it is expected to launch soon with Pixel 7. It is expected that a Google I/O will be there, and Google is also expected that they might be, unveiling a complete new foldable type of user experience for the Google Fold, or you can say that Android devices. We are talking about the Pixel Fold, and Pixel 7a is also coming into a rumor from a long time, and lot of leaks and design has been seen around. A complete new color is also expected for this guy, which is a very bright, vibrant looking color. This guy will be having a Titan M2 security too, so it's kind of really nice. A 64 megapixel main sensor will be there, 90 Hz display will be there, wireless charging will be there too, and it will be adopting that same type of design that the Pixels are having, that minimal looking complete big bar of the design. And if we talk about the flagship, the Pixel 8, it is expected to have a biggish Samsung's ISO sensor, which is coming really soon. We might be able to see some leaks and truths in the Google I/O, so super excited for that. Realme 11, and this phone is expected to launch really soon in the month of May. And this guy has been seen around with a lot of new, covers and stuff on it, and a lot of spy images try to convince that this is our phone, flagship phone, something like that. But yeah, we have seen around this phone a long time, and it is expected to launch in May, and we have seen a lot of spy images too. The circular design, has for me, reminds me a lot of the Huawei based smartphones, but it's a Realme way of doing, so let's see how it does. Xperia based smartphone, and it's been a long time since we talk about the Sony Xperia based smartphone. Very long time. Basically, Sony Xperia 5e. It is expected that this phone was been seen around from a long time, but it wasn't able to convey us that it's a Sony based Xperia smartphone. This guy is expected to have a 33-watt power charging inside the box, or there won't be anything, something like that, we don't know, because sometimes Sony don't give in a cable to charge their phones. It's kind of a Sony way of doing, completely box with a phone, that's all. Anyways, the another guy, which is a flagship based smartphone, Sony Xperia 1V. It is coming with a triple camera setup on the May 11th. Kind of say this is their camera centric based of smartphone. Sony actually makes every smartphone for the camera centric, so I can't judge them on that stuff. But yeah, kind of say flagship of them, because their names are super confusing. So yeah, let's see on May 11 what we got to see. Lava Blaze 1X. This is launched really quietly. Even Lava didn't post anything about this guy. This guy is having a 50 megapixel triple camera setup, 700, which is Dimensity 700. This is their Blaze 1X, which is 5G based smartphone, and in terms of the design and everything, it looks completely identical. Instead of the 1X on the phone screen to the Blaze, which is the Lava Blaze 5G, it looks completely identical. Even even the blue color completely matches to the Lava Blaze 5G, kind of thing. I don't know why. Lava's Agni 2 and Lava Agni 1 was super hit, as per me. It was completely kind of a real challenge to a lot of based smartphones, and this guy was the very first Indian based 5G based smartphone. As per me, Lava is only making the Indian 5G based smartphones. Anyways, talking about this guy, it is expected that this phone is under the roof and working on its way to leap us, and this phone is expected to launch really soon with a Dimensity 1080 processor, and kind of say at a price point of under 18,000 INR. So let's see how it does. Apple's MR headset, or you can say the mixed reality headset. This guy will be having a big update on its own way of its hardware. This guy will be having a something kind of say looking a lot similar like a MagSafe to its hardware system, kind of say. That's it. Vivo's Y78 Plus smartphone has got officially unveiled. This guy is powered by the AMOLED display and a Snapdragon 695 processor. Under 20,000, it is expected to launch in India soon. And this guy, in terms of the design, as it's known, the Vivo's Y series is the only targeting design. It's good, and why should you buy and not? I'll mention a video in the description. Check it out if you are interested in more onto the Vivo Y series. And talking ahead, Vivo has launched their flagship finally in India, Vivo X90. Finally, they are officially launched in India. Pro Plus hasn't gone in India. I don't know why. It's iQOO didn't come up with the Pro version and iQOO 11 Pro, and now the Vivo X90 Pro Plus hadn't arrived in India. I don't know why what they are trying to do, but anyways, flagships are that. Motorola is a kind of a budget type of based smartphone. Motorola G5 2023 was seen around with Motorola's new type of design, two big camera sensors. 48 megapixel main sensor is there on this guy, and kind of this guy is also having a Type-C and headphone jack. Let's see when it is coming. Talking about the flagship, or you can say kind of a flagship, Motorola's Razr 40 Ultra. I don't know why they are trying to go with the Razr into the Edge series type of stuff, because 40 is going on in the Edge series, and they are trying to push the Razr into that. I believe that if they keep the Razr aside, then it's gonna be quite impressive, because smartphones are completely different and the flippable phones are completely different. Anyways, it has been seen around with a complete new design, and identical piece of it design was also seen around this complete week. And it is expected that this guy will be having a 3.5 inches of big cover display and a big 120 Hz of display. Not a big battery will be there on this guy, which is kind of a sad thing. And Motorola are trying to help me convenience with a small battery, but it's not working because there are two displays on this guy and the cover display is getting bigger and bigger each and every day. Nokia has a budget type of based smartphone, which is their G11. As per me, this is a budget based smartphone. Anyways, this guy got Android 13 update. So if you are using the Nokia G11 for your complete free complete good looking UI, then upgrade it, because Android 13 has its own way of stuff. Also, a leak was seen around for the Nokia's XR, or you can say the Nokia's rugged type of based smartphone. This is XR30 or XR21 5G. It is expected to launch really soon. It was seen around in the green color. Not a big leaks and stuff of the specification is seen around, but yeah, it is. If there are some stuff, then it is expected to launch soon. AMD has launched the Ryzen 7 series. This is for their gaming consoles, handheld gaming consoles. So now they might be giving competition to a lot of gaming console brands, and we might be able to see a lot of gaming consoles, handheld consoles basically. Talking about a processor is only there. This is the Dimensity 9200 Plus. It is expected to launch really soon by the May 10, and it is looking kind of really high end soon, and expected to have a big upgrades onto the hardware based system, as the Dimensity 9000 is completely rolling on into the global market. Those were some of the big updates came out this complete week. We got some big news coming out this week, and those were some of the tools. And I talked about 2 smartphones in this week, so trying to convey you to watch those videos. There is one super extreme budget based smartphone, which is kind of try to convey your attention to. You should definitely take a look. And there is one another flagship based smartphone. So if you are more onto the flagship devices, then I will suggest make sure to check it out. Flagship based camera smartphone. It's not a Vivo X90, because if you are wanted to know that Vivo X90, then it's already there on our channel. Make sure to check it out. That one too. So yeah, check out the videos in the description, and for more amazing content like this, press the bell icon and get us subscribed. If you enjoyed, then like and share to your tech geeks, and let us know what do you think about the WTU67. This was Captain Drs. You are watching krsndrs. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, stay connected. Peace.